Talk to the people.
Yeah, mics are on. We should get the we should get the the YouTube guy going.
Running a little late. Running a little late.
It's a jam-packed episode. Do you want to? That's not what I needed to do. Can you please get the YouTube trailer going? Trailer going.
I gotta open up the internet, son. Alright, so today is December 1st, 1977. Oh no, it's 2017.
Speaking of which, we did get like a film back in the archive. Like in the future, they create a time traveling technology, and they come back in time because they really like this show. And they what is it called? They allowed us to make comedy back in 2003. And I hear that you and another one of the members of the sports philosophy crew, you guys actually made something, which is weird. Just like physically and like physics.
So we don't have headphones on, but I started playing the intro thing.
It's paused. It says.
I just paused it, but I did start playing it. But I thought we would hear it, and then I realized.
Bang bang. Yeah, I hear myself perfectly.
Bing bang.
Yeah, you can get the.
Let's hear. Okay, I feel like it's a little.
I don't know what's supposed to be going on the top right.
I feel like it's been hard to hear. Looking at the green bar, but. Oh, now it's not even working. All right.
You want to play it for the fans?
Who is Ralph is the title of this one. Okay, yeah, okay, we'll play it for the fans. Because this is pretty much what they come back for, is the opening. Oh, what is going on over here? Everybody pretty much just wants to see this. Welcome to another episode of the Sports Show. I'm your main host, Blade
Wilson. The guest, Stevie Wallnerinsky is how they would say it fast. Stevie Wallnerinsky.
What are you talking about?
Just like a character I've been trying to work on, like sketch ideas, like just throwing ideas out and just try to spark a fire with like two random stones, which probably don't produce a spark, but like that's the mentality you got to take to creativity here, yes. Folks. It's creativity is not taking two sticks, rubbing them together.
It's taking like three sticks and trying to
maybe using sticks to rub rocks together might be a different way to put this. I just got finished up for this. Yeah, that looks perfect. Are the levels checked? Did you check the levels?
No. Do you want to restart this episode and we can?
Yeah, this episode.
We can erase everything up until here.
Yeah, we have a. Last semester would have been called a returning, the team member, but this year it seems that it's just a special guest, which honestly financially helps the sports philosophy out because dues, if you're in a certain percentage of episodes, you have to pay dues, which of course I have paid to. I'm getting on it. We're good. We're gonna pay it. How was your day?
Let's see.
Let's see how we're sounding on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I went to the gas station and got Subway. And
ooh, Subway gas stations?
That's pretty
or
much
Gasway substations?
That's pretty much all I did.
Subway
today.
stations out of gas?
What are you saying?
The Subway station was out of gas?
What are you saying?
You said Subway gas, and there was at the station?
No, it's a gas station that runs off Subway.
Ooh.
They put Subway in people's cars.
It's like the new form of ethanol kind of thing?
No, it's like the new form of corn. But remember when everyone's like, hey, we're going to put corn in cars. It's gonna
Here's
work.
my theory. Why instead of corn, let's try to make a way to make fuel out of, like, weeds. like that could just grow in the ground. Like, oh, we got weeds.
Or
Well,
li-
that's good. Throw them in the
Or like
fuel.
poison.
Dude, there was somebody that like did
Gun-
like
no.
there was a Facebook video, so I don't know if it was real or like what the truth behind it is,
Death.
but he was supposedly was like a really good like physicist or chemist, and he pretty much used hydrogen to get more fuel efficiency out of the fuel that he was putting in his car. Does that make any sense? Using hydrogen to like counterbalance. I'm just using terms. I don't know the science behind it.
Counterbalance.
The philotraphic tubula, it was further enhanced with the centrifugal force surrendering to the gravitational pull of... that's essentially what I was going at. Let me just look. So what do we have in store for today's episode? Because we're waiting on somebody.
I think it's not going to be like a normal show where we talk sports. It's going to be more like one where we try and touch some hearts out there, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
It's we're really trying to get to the bottom of one of our closer,
like, where has he been?
one of your coworkers.
Uh-oh, he's back.
One of your coworkers. He is coming right now.
He's one of the most kind-hearted people. But
Let's try and can we get him right between
and
us?
fans, before he comes in, can you guys be kind to him? Because he's a little self-conscious. All right.
Can we look? We only have 2 mics. Get him. Get in here. Get over here. Bring it over here.
Are we on? Are we live?
Oh, we're live, baby.
We're live. We're on the feed.
So
Oh boy.
let me see if I can get this out here.
Oh boy.
Get this between both of us. Oh man.
This is a
Here,
little nuts.
you want an earphone so you can hear?
I'm good. Check. 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 Check.
I'm gonna put that like right there.
Testing.
So we can talk like
You
this.
can hear. We can hear you.
So hey, who do we got here?
All right, so we're no longer going to introduce this man as Ranger Ralph because that is just a dying character, and then we're just going to give you guys some context. So the reason why Ralph has not been on is because he felt he got too absorbed into the character of Ranger Ralph.
He didn't like the attention he was getting.
He did not like the fame for the person he portrayed, which I mean he loved
the
doing
expectations,
the responsibilities.
the pressure.
It made sense, and in my mind, in retrospect, in hindsight,
It's very taxing.
I just didn't account for what it did to him psychologically.
Actually, none of this is true.
Oh,
I actually decided to pursue my career as a swim and dive coach at
It's-
Arizona
Arizona State,
No, Arizona University.
the Wildcats.
No, Sparkies.
That's Arizona State, brother.
I don't know about all that.
it's Arizona State.
Whatever.
ASU, State.
Arizona.
That's one of the, like the most.
You think there's a S in Arizona that they put in the name Arizona University?
Hey, who's coaching there, hotshot?
I guess you, because you have a shirt on. So, this is news to me. I live with a guy, and I tell you, didn't know he coached or even was interested in swimming or diving.
Neither did I.
Tell us all about that.
Well, great sports.
What's the hardest part about teaching? Like, what did most people think that, like, oh, in a normal dive, you got to do this? What's the biggest, like, or the stereotype of a swimmer that just goes in swimming?
Their diet. They have to eat a lot of Subway to be healthy.
Oh.
Which is why
Might be a plug. I don't know.
I brought
This is very
delicious corned beef roast by Subway.
this is a very
New
classy
sandwich. You should buy it. I'm not getting paid for this. I just love the sandwich.
So, it sounds like you're about nutrition more than you are technique. Is that right?
It's a combination of both. But
They're
yeah.
interchangeable, I guess that you would say.
Interesting.
I mean, if you're not, you can be the best athlete, know all the strokes, know all the dives, perform them perfectly. If you don't eat, you're not going to perform.
It makes sense, but do you have a strict regulation on hair? Because I know the way you go into the water, you might want a bald head or shaved body, shaved legs. What is your stance on that?
Go for the mullet.
So you accept the hair?
Absolutely. I'm a Mark Spitz over here.
Does hair really change diving?
I think if you have a strict judge, like a real stickler, he might take points off for the hair splash. I've seen it happen. There's hair splash. You can't you can't control that. And some judges are just like,
The more the merrier. This hair's not slowing anyone down.
Oh,
You
okay.
are.
So you seem to have pretty conflicting ideologies.
No, I'm going to tell you this. Some people have control of their hair.
Okay.
You didn't let me finish that.
Oh.
Some hair is
Can you
out of
put-
control.
You can put like grease or like slick it back.
If it's a good enough mullet where there's a business up front, party out back.
Oh, we're talking about mullets now.
That's what he was talking about.
Mullets are the proper hair. Haircut
you
for
have
swimming and
hair.
diving?
Yes.
Okay.
This is diving. This is divers 101.
Yeah.
This isn't
Bro,
anything
we
new.
do have it's strange how many diving fans we have actually that watch the show though.
Yeah, they've been really critical of us, saying how come you only adhere to like the major 3 or 4 sports. And I'm just like,
Yeah, we got to branch out a little bit.
Swimming and diving are very unique sports because, as you know, you can't breathe underwater. And these sports happen to take place, well, underwater.
underwater. I think
It's interesting actually.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Ralph, were you a swimmer or diver?
Both.
I think the real question, Wade,
Mostly swimming.
I think the real
Very talented breaststroke, freestyle, butterfly, and backstroke.
That's the big 4.
you're just really good at the
The big four.
strokes.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that a song, The Strokes, or is that a band?
Different strokes. It was a TV show.
Different strokes for different folks.
I mean, whatever the floats the boats. But I think the real question on not only Wade's mind, not only my mind, everybody's mind is
That guy's mind right there.
when did, as the character that you had been engulfed in, Ranger Ralph,
Engulfed.
when did you realize you had hit rock bottom and that you needed a change in life?
You can talk about it.
I mean, we're just gonna be open here. This is an episode of openness, intervention. I mean, and in no ways is this just trying to win episode of the year award. Of course not. But this is
Oh shoot.
this is to get down to the deeper questions. What happened? Where are you now? What is the family like? We know you have children. How is the custody battle? You got to give the folks all the info and rundown of every last detail.
Don't forget about the car accident, the
Just-
motorcycle accident,
folks at
and the
home-
plane crash.
folks
We're
at
all in.
folks at home listening or in the future listening, this is gonna be like a Joe Dirt times 10 or on steroids.
It's like Joe Dirt meets 30 for 30.
Meets Forrest Gump's like times 5, but like that's hard to do. Times 3 and a
Times
half.
Benjamin Button.
Dude, okay, now you've just blown my mathematical equation
and
mind.
You are like pretty mathematical.
I mean, you have to be mathematical to understand philosophy.
And you know who's really good at math? This guy right here.
Ralph, take it away.
Well, it all started. I was born a poor black child.
Yes.
This is when I first came to my roots and became Ranger Ralph, and yeah, basically nothing's changed except now I coach swimming and diving, and have to take a more American accent to relate to the youth.
No,
Even though some of the best swimmers in the world come from Australia.
talk about the time where you found yourself just sitting in an open stadium with barely any clothes on and just like interviewers, fans around the world would have thought you had hit rock bottom.
Peanut butter all over yourself.
They were just wondering, why is this man naked wearing peanut butter? What happened? Was there a physical, mental, or just was it an art? What were you trying to do? What was it showing?
Well, as you well know, that did happen in
If we said it happened, it happened.
Myanmar, and like they say, Burma's a war zone. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Wait, I heard Wade has another good,
It's-
hard-hitting question. I'm
well-
sorry we're coming at you, but that's just a sports philosophy style. We throw you hard balls here.
You know, it's no secret. I live with you. I've lived with you for almost 2 years now.
When did this happen?
And my question to you is, not once have I seen you take a shower, or heard you take a shower, or have seen you get wet, ever. I have such a hard time believing you were ever a swimmer or diver, because I don't even see you drink water. Why is that?
I understand it. That's a dumb
He
question.
doesn't even have a
The-
drink right
no,
now.
no.
He's terrified of liquids.
The oil. Do you not know?
He doesn't leave the house in a
What
race.
happens when you put oil in water?
It catches on fire.
They don't mix.
Whenever you get greasy and oily,
Yeah.
you have a more crisp dive through the water. The water does not splash or absorb you. You just go straight through it. You penetrate it.
Right.
I mean, that's again pure
What is that?
science.
What does that mean though?
put oil on top in a cup of water, and the oil floats on top of the water. But on a diving, when you're diving with enough force, you'll penetrate the openings of the membranes of the water, cell structures, obviously, biology. I mean, this is chemistry or biology at this point. And yeah, it's a clean dive. Am I right?
What do you have to say?
You're not wrong.
He's not wrong. One last question for you before we ask a couple more questions.
I think we need to hit the first commercial break soon.
Oh, we have a couple videos.
But here's the thing, Ralph. Give us one word, like that would describe
Determination.
No. That's not. You didn't even hear me out. When you were at rock bottom, like when you were whenever you saw those children, that were just on the other side of the school fence, and then like the hardcore gangster thugs took you in. Where they babied you for like the Tarzan movies, but
you sound like a
give me one word to describe that whole rock bottom feeling.
Subway. They have great sandwiches.
Well, see, that confuses me because you plugged Subway, but we were talking about rock bottom.
Can you get one more sip?
What is that?
Eat fresh.
Just play the commercial about the commercial.
So we're gonna replay the video we played last week?
No, we're playing the one that we there's 2 episodes that we made the new one.
Oh, I mean, I guess it is different. So,
I mean, duh. This is the video I sent out to all the club teams.
Oh, you're here. Okay. And
make sure the HDMI is connected to the higher diaphragm RAM.
No.
Are we still on?
Shh. I don't.
Hello. I'm Wade. And this is
Alex D. Salve.
We are from Sports Philosophy.
But you already knew that.
Because it's the hottest show on campus.
Well, it was relatively hot, but...
We did pretty good.
But we have an important message that we need to bring, not only campus-wide, but worldwide in general. Wade, why don't you take over on this part?
Alright, we have an exciting new announcement. We're making videos for club sports teams.
And they're going to be great. And then I guess we can cut this out.
You can say that again.
We've produced such classics as Ranger Route.
Maybe it's okay.
Get him. Save him.
Ralph, Ranger Ralph saves the day. Come on, take him outside.
Look at that, catching birds all over campus, man.
You don't see this every day, folks.
Also, ODU's first investigative story, Triple Force.
How you doing, son?
Hey, name's Stevie.
Are you familiar with the Triple Force or Hazard Diamond?
I've been going here for 8 years, man. I've heard everything. Why do you think during homecoming week the water's blue? It's not because of you. It's because the chemicals in the water.
Is it a nuke? Who knows? The signs seem so. Flammable, deadly, radiation. Check, please.
And our French independent film, Le Boîte de Mona.
What's in the box?
Cut. Go. Dude, it's just another box.
Now, Sports Philosophy wants to branch into the advertisement agency. And that's where you come in. We want to use patented sport club video technology to make each and every club sports team their own video for
for interests of all sorts. But you're probably thinking, why would I even want to make a commercial video? 3 reasons. 1, people love videos and people love sports. 2, duh. Do you want your brand to be promoted out? You will have commercial time on the sports philosophy. And 3, we know higher ups in WODU, so we can get you on their shows. 3.
What are the odds? For $6, you can get 7 of them.
And remember, we're trying to get creative. We'll do it with any club. Men's, women's, any sport, really.
Except for women's club lacrosse.
So if you're interested,
He posted that on Instagram.
I guess you're just gonna email Alex.
It has been a while.
Alright, it's almost over. I'm so freaking glad.
Oh shoot!
That love the show so much he wants to give us a free pizza. Fourth philosophy. Oh, thank you.
He didn't even go to.
This is amazing.
It is amazing, Jose. Well, that was a little trippy. Looking us at like another studio set inside of a studio set. Was it not? In case you guys didn't know, Ralph was just crying when he saw his old character.
Are we even on the right
Ralph.
camera right now?
See where it
Zoom
says
in.
program?
Zoom in on Ralph.
Program means that's what people are looking at.
Ralph, we just give us a rundown of all the hard times and struggles.
Okay, no, stop it. I feel like it's too loud. I was cranking it up.
Okay.
I feel like it was a little low. Stop attacking him. That's enough. We're about enough of this.
I just want to know, where were you, Ralph?
I mean, I've been on.
Lost and insecure.
You know how you left because you just kept using him. Like he's
That's
just
right. I'm on the rise. The only thing that's hit rock bottom is this show since I've been gone.
He knew his worth, and you were just taking him for granted. You were just using him, just
That's
like you
not the
use
case.
me.
That's not
just
the
like you
case.
use Why do you just use us like we're just?
Do you want to know
freaking-
something? The sports philosophy.
I'm walking out.
The sports philosophy is an idea.
The sports
In a
philosophy
sense, it's a
is going
philosophy.
to continue without you.
Here's the thing. It is
Ralph
an idea.
is the new host
It is an
of the
idea.
sports philosophy.
If
Everybody,
it got to that point, it is the idea.
Ralph is the new host of the sports philosophy,
Ralph.
and our first guest,
taking over.
our first
Hello.
guest, Alex Da Silva. Everybody, Alex Da Silva.
This is Ralph Toomey. I've just taken over the sports philosophy.
Well deserved.
Welcome our first guest,
Well
Alex
deserved.
Da Silva.
Okay.
Let him-
Alex, how's it be to be the former owner of the sports philosophy?
Owner operator.
The idea behind the sports philosophy is it can't be owned. I never owned it, and I never will own it. I was a part of it. I'm just an idea, just a platform to promote just unique types of humor.
Interesting.
I don't care
And so
if
when
I
you
got
were
mutinied. I don't care if I got
when you were
discriminated.
on the sports
I
philosophy.
started the
When you were on sports philosophy, what did you ever think it would get to this point?
I don't know what point it's at, brother. I just know that.
Let me ask you this: what does it feel like to be on rock bottom? What does rock bottom feel like?
In
That's
metaphysics,
some,
it doesn't exist.
Those are some interesting comments, Alex.
Can you
but-
stop interlocking our chairs? There we go.
But as the sports philosophy, I also have to ask you, where did it all go wrong?
Where did it all go wrong? I was wondering the same thing.
Here's the thing.
Was it maybe you should have treated your coworkers better?
Ooh.
Pay wise, maybe. I mean, I was taking in all the funds we made, so sure. But you know, when I first started this, it was supposed to be a sports show, and then I realized, what's the difference between like a regular sports talk radio show and all the other ones out there?
Talking for a long time.
I couldn't just do that. So then I looked for a host, a co-host.
Real bored of this story.
That's a little boring.
Wait, reaction time! Oh, zooming in on me.
Whoa!
This is Wade's reaction, where we like to give my reaction on whatever's going on. Right now, my reaction is, that story sucks! Alright, back to you guys.
All right. Another question,
Okay.
Alex. Is it true that you are not from Pittsburgh?
And in the sense of birth, I am not from Pittsburgh.
That guy's a phony. Everybody, this guy's a phony. What do you think when people call you phony?
That is a subjective term, and in my subjective reality, I think it's a sign of ignorance, and they don't understand the philosophy behind sports fans.
Oh gosh.
Here's an objective term: winning. How do you put yourself with that objective term?
What was the question?
The question is, what is it like trying to be a part of something that you know will never love you back?
That's the point of love-hate relationships. You make them hate you to eventually love you. That's the thing. It goes in wrestling, you know? You got to become a heel before you become a babyface. If you try to push a babyface, it doesn't work. You got to make them a heel first. Stone Cold was a heel. Shawn Michaels was a heel. Ric Flair was a heel.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough from him. So now is when we move on. Now is when we move on to what the new sport philosophy people like to do is talk about sports. What happened last night?
I'll tell you what. Bad game for the Redskins.
I tell you what.
I
They
like
were
the
looking
Redskins.
It's funny to see them lose.
It wasn't funny. It was ugly. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Des Bryant on my fantasy team.
for. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's get into some important facts.
Let us do our show, please.
The Redskins did not do what they needed to do on defense.
See,
On offense, my boy Kirk,
He threw 2 picks.
one of them wasn't his fault. I think the fault lies to blame with Jamison Crowder. The guy looked like a clown out there.
mm-hmm.
What was it? 1 fumble? 2 fumbles? No.
The red
he
shoes
caused a
didn't help.
pick.
What do you do with Kirk
telling
Cousins
me.
now?
Kirk
do you
Cousins.
sign him long term after he gives you a
He's going to the
a
Giants.
literally
He
average
is
season?
going to the Giants. Calling it right now.
I see Kirk's
That's not a
future
bad call.
with Denver. I might even go become a Denver fan if
I'm
Kirk
asking, what do
swishes.
the Redskins do now?
Redskins. Oh, don't worry.
Is their life over?
Redskins will do the same old they always have, Alex. They'll just continue in mediocrity.
Tell you what, that's the truth. If I've
Would
ever
you
heard
rather
it.
would you rather stay at that stage or just be in rebuild mode like the Cleveland Browns have since about 20 years now? An ongoing rebuild.
Listen, here's the thing with football. It is a sport.
Correct.
And here's another thing about it is, it's not. There's a lot of people playing that are good, and it's not easy.
It's not easy.
One player doesn't make a football team.
That's true. And you know what else? Not even.
But a quarterback makes
not
a good
even-
offense.
Okay, come on. You're just gonna interrupt me. My show.
He made it false
We
claim.
invited you onto our show, and you're just gonna
Next
just.
time you want to come on to
I'm
Ralph
just
Toomey's
used to
The
be
Sports
a
Philosophy.
good host and engaging in intellectual
You know what?
debate, and he just couldn't.
We don't have to
well.
sit here and just hear your complaints because you're salty that this used to be your show.
Yeah.
That's not our
This
fault.
is my
It's
show.
not a show,
That's
it's
not
an
our
idea.
fault. We didn't choose
You're
that.
just continuing my idea.
You know what? That's a
I
good
am the
idea.
future.
Maybe we should change the name.
I mean, you might run into legal problems with that. I have good lawyers.
What do you think? Maybe like the sports psychology?
Maybe the sports.
Philosophy of sports.
Okay. What do you do? Now you're trying to help us?
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
not
just a
happening.
friendly.
What are you? You
Um,
here, you're there, you flip, your flop? Like, come on, man. It's
How about sports on the radio with philosophy?
The sports without philosophy? I mean, you guys.
Philosophy will always be part of this show, despite what you try to do.
All right, so let's think here. I wanna
Oh,
get-
let's think.
I
Let's
wanna get
start
back to the real
thinking because we
question.
don't think. Now let's think.
Oh, yeah, this is a philosophy show. I've never thought before. Give me a break.
Oh,
Do you
my.
think the people in Germany weren't thinking
Now he's talking
with
about-
Hitler? It's right thought. It's not just thought. All right, let me tell you this.
Appeal to
Buddha,
authority.
Buddha preached right thought. Aristotle preached right thought. It's not just thinking. It's right thinking. That's
But
the
what
goal.
is right?
That's the subjective reality. You have to determine it, and you got to hold it to your principles
Okay, now what is this guy talking?
to be a virtuous person.
We have a sports show. And no,
Next
what is it?
sports question?
Can you stop being so aggressive with the mic?
Fastest quarterback to 5,000 yards. Go.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know if that's a true
Are
fact,
we just saying it?
What was that?
but Michael Vick would be the only man.
Tony Romo.
He's starting to look good. Well,
Brett Favre.
you do realize how hard it is to get to like 1,000 yards rushing as a quarterback.
Oh wait, we said rushing yards.
Yeah,
No.
you did.
First quarterback to 1,000
Oh, I
yards.
said 50,000 yards.
No.
5,000 yards.
First quarterback to 5,000 yards.
Rushing or passing?
Peyton and Drew.
I should have guessed Peyton. I almost did. Drew Brees is the only NFL quarterback to reach 5,000 yards more than. Oh, that's in a season, I guess.
But you guys, that's a bad question. Can I give you a reason why?
I guess a season would be the shortest amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Up until the 80s, they were playing 12-game seasons. So quarterbacks nowadays have more games, and the offenses were more run-based. And nowadays, it's all pass.
More about sports than we do now.
Let me tell you something about philosophy. Sports evolve.
And that's why there's philosophy in sports, is because we're not content with the way it is. We have to ask these questions and make these debates, or no one else will.
That's a good point.
Bigger, better people. That's how the sport's going, and I love it. Let's spice this show up a little bit.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Do you have an idea, or
Actually, I do have a game. I have a game.
No, I don't have an idea.
It's called it's an improvisational game. All right. So, I am only allowed to respond in one-word answers. Ralph is only allowed to respond in questions, and you are only allowed to respond in movie or song titles.
Movie or song titles.
All right. So I'm gonna start the question or the interaction with, "Hi."
Oh God.
And
Now
Ralph
he has
would
to
ask
ask
the
a question,
and then it would just go from there.
What's popping?
and I would say, "My lip gloss is popping."
Who?
The song, "My lip gloss is popping." My lip gloss is, all it goes, we stopping. It's like
What are you talking
Lil
about?
Kim or something. Look, if you guys don't get the reference, that's not my fault.
What song is that from?
All right, I'll play it a little bit.
We're
Just-
doing the
just
bit.
like 2
We're doing the
seconds.
bit, Wade. He knows what the song is.
I don't think you do.
He was. Do you,
Lip
What is
gloss
going on here?
is popping.
Good.
I don't really know what the song is called. I thought it was okay. Yeah,
it's
this
a
song.
song. We know it's a song. Do not play the song. We're gonna get taken down. Take the song off. Take the song off.
Just like a second, okay? All right. Did you? He's not. He can't hear it, but
You know the song.
I got the gist.
Oh, this isn't the music video.
He.
It's muted, but I just want you to be able to see what it's all about. Anyways, go.
Hero.
Is that really how you're gonna start all these? Is with a greeting?
I can only do one word responses.
Pillow. Any word, dude.
I said hello.
I said pillow.
Why can't you be more creative? Do you think this is
Why?
Do you think this is the reason you're not on the sports philosophy anymore?
No.
What do you think the reason is?
Huh?
Why is it so hard?
Why is what's so hard?
Everything.
When are you? Gonna
Mine
learn
is a
your
lot
place?
harder, okay?
You want a new one?
Movies and like song titles, it's so much harder.
All right, I'll take
Nah.
movies.
Godzilla.
I'll take
Why
it,
would-
I'll take
why
it.
would you think
got
of that
one-word
way?
answers. I'll take movie and songs.
Okay.
Hit me with your best shot.
No.
When?
At the party in 1999.
What is that from?
Prince. It was from Prince.
Who?
Prince?
Prince is like the that band Queen.
Is he a singer?
Song?
Another one bites the dust.
Song.
Songwriter?
Pluto. Elephant.
My humps.
How about them humps?
This game is dumb?
Who let the dogs out?
Okay. I'm done. But look
Well,
at this. Look at this music.
That was
video.
certainly interesting.
Yeah, definitely not fun. Just kidding. It was okay.
Yeah.
But what if instead of playing that game, you played a different game that goes like this?
Don't touch the drink.
I'm gonna make a face, and you have to try and guess who the person is.
Okay.
No,
Actor, right?
no voice, just the face. I feel like there's like one that's gonna be super like obvious. That I'm trying to think of one that's not that one.
Paul Giamatti.
Okay, want me to do that?
Thomas Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau.
I was trying to do Paul Giamatti.
All right, just do the faces.
Okay.
Steve Buscemi.
No, you're the guy.
De Niro.
The guy.
De Niro, obviously.
It's easily De Niro.
All right, Ralph
Or
goes.
Paul Buscemi.
No, Ralph goes.
You like a little bit of George Bush going.
Maybe like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I'm Brad Pitt.
Really? Was that Brad Pitt?
No, but I just want to think I look like Brad Pitt.
All right. Well, he said I got it, so I got it. Okay.
we
How
got
about
here?
this one?
Let me try to think of one.
Rey Mysterio. Go.
All right, I got. Wait, actually. Only Ralph.
Jim Carrey. Oh wait, this isn't a celebrity,
It is.
but he said only Ralph. Oh, The Rock.
There it is.
He thought
I can't do his eye.
you can't
but
do one.
the people's brow.
Okay. What about? Who is a recognizable face just by an expression? You know.
Wait, you want to play the 1, 2, 3 apple that game?
Okay.
And we all three have to get the same word.
a threesome.
A threesome.
All right.
Okay, object of the game is we can only say one word at a time, but eventually we're going to come across the same word. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Everybody's going to shout a random word. And then from thinking of all those three words,
We have to see how fast we can get to all three of us say
of the
the
three
same
first
word.
words, we're then going to try to think what would be the next plausible word from those three, and we're going to guess again. And
It's
as Littleman
completely
said-
stolen from another podcast that I listened to.
That's good you said that. I do like that you said that.
But that's okay.
So you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cell phone.
Subway. What'd you say, Ralph?
Walmart.
Ralph, what'd you say?
Walmart.
Oh, Walmart, Subway, and cell phones.
1, 2, 3.
Employee.
Mall employee. What'd you?
Consumerism.
Ooh.
I got one.
Wait.
Mall employee consumerism. This is a good one.
1, 2, 3.
Black
Stores.
Friday.
Did you both say Black Friday?
Yeah.
Shit.
What did you say?
Stores.
Black Friday and stores.
It gets hard when everyone is like really close. When everyone's getting close to each other.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Sales.
Best Buy.
I said Circuit City.
Circuit City, Best Buy. See, we were on the same.
How are you gonna? Why are you gonna be so specific? You got to be
Because
broad.
everyone
become
goes
the
to
same
Best
word.
Buy. And Circuit City.
Sales.
Circuit City's extinct, though. I feel like.
All right. Sales, Circuit City, and Best Buy.
Okay, no, I think we just need to go broad again. We gotta go out and then come back in.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Space
Technology.
shuttle.
What did he
You
say?
just said technology?
I did.
Why did you both guess technology?
Gosh darn it, Wade.
Circuit City.
I said we were going wide.
Technology is wide.
So no, you went technology because it was wide. He went technology because it was
it
was
matter why?
connected.
He went technology.
Okay, so I said space shuttle or something like that.
Dude, you gotta get on the right.
I think space
Space
shuttle,
shuttle
and
and that
technology.
town.
Okay,
This is an easy
come on,
one.
guys. 1, 2, 3.
NASA.
Oh,
What did Ralph just say?
Mars.
I think we should just start over because
Okay, let's just try one more. If we don't get it this next
Mars
one
and NASA. All
let's
right.
just
We're gonna be as broad as you can. Think of the broadest term to describe Mars and NASA.
Okay.
I've got it.
I guess I do too.
Don't get too specific. It's
1,
literally just one thing.
2, 3. Space. Oh.
Ralph doesn't even say anything.
I said space.
No, we just can't hear him because he doesn't have a mic. Okay. That wasn't too bad. You want to try it one more time, see if we can beat that? That was like
That was over the 10 term limit.
That was the 10th try?
I doubt it. I don't know.
Oh.
It seemed like a lot. What time are we at? We got 15 minutes. We need to show our time travelers episode. Or
What do you
video.
mean time travelers?
So this is the statement. This is the episode where we announce that if anybody's watching right now, kudos to you.
You know we don't have the stand-up ones, do we?
No. But what I'm saying is, if you think about time travel, we don't have to create time travel.
Talking about this?
We just have to hope that somebody in the future can create time travel. All right? Now, this is the moment in time where I'm saying if you create time travel, come to right now, and we would take advantage and create a commercial. Well, that happened. That happened right as they knew that we were making the episode today, so they met up with us, and they were able to take us back to 2003. And I heard that Ralph and Wade, they had their fun at a little Ghost Bros.
That's what you were... I had no idea what you were talking about.
I mean, you were a part of it. Don't act dumb.
Wow, this is such a shock.
Thank you, Ralph.
Wow, I cannot believe this is coming local. Thanks for introducing me on my show. I really appreciate it. But next time, don't touch the mic.
Hey, your mom's
Let's
listening.
get some Ghost Bros.
Play the clip.
Don't cut the feed.
Should I mute it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Blade. And I'm Scotty Hurricane. And we are the Ghost Bros. We're here in the Wellington Manor, one of the most haunted places in America. Well, we're gonna see, hey, is it really haunted? Let's go check it out with me. Let's go. Can't wear those pants. Don't wear your pants. Alright, you ready?
Hi. Here with me, Blade is demonstrating our ghost tracker. It uses gamma rays to pick up on spectral sources. Additionally, he has our ghost detector, which will buzz when near any ghostly sources. Looks like we're clear.